Hi everybody, Vanquished Angel here, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different than my usual videos. This one's not going to be quite so politically ranty pants, or it's not going to be about computer stuff, but another interest of mine. I have been interested in healthy eating for a long time, and I'm always looking for ways to affordably improve my diet and make things healthier and better for myself. I'm also really into fitness, and so when I get back on track with things, I'll eventually start making videos about getting into shape and some of my workout routines as well. But this video will be on 10 things or 10 foods that I swap out for healthier versions. Now, I like a lot of foods that are bad for you, and I didn't really want to change that. So my thought process on this was making those bad foods just a little bit healthier for you and going from there. So in the first case, the first food that I swap out is my oil. I don't use vegetable or canola oil, but instead I use olive oil. Now this one's a little bit more costly, and people are like, oh, I can't afford olive oil, but you actually can. And I deep fry it in it, and I use it in place of butter when baking. And the reason why is because olive oil, its fat content is pretty unique. It's one of the elixirs of the gods, if you will. The fat content is what makes olive oil healthy. That's where its antioxidants come in. Its fats help protect your organs, keep your heart from aging, and so on and so forth. The olive oil, its health benefit is actually in its fat content. So extra virgin olive oil would be what you were looking for in that case. The second food that I swap out is I buy Triscuits or the like brand of Triscuits from Aldi's. And the reason is and I keep those on hand. The reason is because this takes the place of my chips or my other snacky foods. So I'm getting like a pretty decent wheat cracker with some salt and some oil instead of a bag of chips, which is pretty much nutritionally inert. Triscuits are also more of a clean food. They typically, the original only has like 3 ingredients, which is like wheat cracker or wheat and oil and salt. And then you can get the flavored varieties, which includes many different spices as well. So Triscuits are a wonderful option for snacking that's healthier than like a bag of chips. The third thing that I do is I keep granola bars and muesli bars in the house. And the reason why I do that is because I like candy, and I like candy bars. And if I have these in the house, I am more likely to go grab one of those than I am to walk to the gas station or to the store or drive to the store to buy candy bars. So it's really wonderful to keep these on hand. Muesli is probably a little bit better than granola for health-wise, so if you can find muesli, go for muesli. They both taste great, however, and they both work for that sweet craving. The fourth one is kind of a big change for people, but it's not actually that big of a change, and it costs a little bit more up front, but is actually cheaper in the long run. And the fourth one is I switched out my milk for almond milk. Now the reason why I would do that is because almond milk is way less in calories and way less in the unhealthy stuff. Also, almond milk, at least in my refrigerator, seems to last longer after I open it. Whereas the milk starts to sour and then I gotta get rid of it, the almond milk is still okay quite a ways later. So I save money because I'm not throwing unused milk away. Now the other reason why I would switch to almond milk is that a lot of people, especially if you're here in America, you're taught that dairy is another food group and that you need it in your diet. I believe, and I'm not a nutrition expert, but I believe that that is false. I do not think that dairy is a separate product or food group. I believe that dairy is actually part of the meat group, because nutritionally it's actually really close to meat. You have your protein and you got your cholesterol and your fat and all this other stuff that you find in meat. The nutritional content is pretty close, and so counting dairy as a meat to me is kind of a huge thing that people should start actually doing. And then again, you have your saturated fats and things in there. So switching out to almond milk, and you can use it in mac and cheese, and you can use this in baking, and it tastes really awesome. I get the unsweetened vanilla flavored. It has about 30-40 calories per serving. Number 5, bread. I switched out from plain white bread to wheat bread initially, but then even that has a lot of its drawbacks. So you can go to like Walmart and pick up a loaf of like plain white bread for $1 or wheat bread, but then you look in the ingredients list and it's high fructose corn syrup and sugar and all this other stuff that's added that doesn't really need to be added. So I have moved to seed breads. These are heart healthy breads, usually whole grain wheat breads. A lot of them do not contain high fructose corn syrup at all, and then they have seeds like flax and pumpkin and chia and poppy seeds and all kinds of seeds baked right into them that are just good for your health. Many of them have omega-3s and stuff in there. The seeds are just usually nutritionally dense, and so they're really healthy for you. And this doesn't actually cost that much more. So you get like the $1 crap nutritionally void bread at like Walmart, or you can spend like $1, $50, $80 something at Aldi's and get this way healthier bread. You know, or if you go to Walmart, it's like $2 something. But it's worth that investment. Number 6 is pasta. I love pasta. Absolutely love pasta. It's so easy to do. You throw it in a pot, you boil the water, throw some sauce on, you're good to go. The problem is pasta is all carbohydrates. And so all you're doing is really consuming a ton of carbohydrates in that pasta. But you can still have pasta, just make it better. Switch it out to wheat pasta. I love wheat spaghetti actually. I've really gotten into wheat spaghetti. But another option is tricolored pastas as well. So I like to do rotini and Alfredo, and you get that tricolored pasta, that white, green, and red pasta. The green is made from spinach and the red is made from tomato, and it just adds a nice flavor into that Alfredo sauce anyway. Or even with buttered noodles, it works great. Now some people might argue that the tricolored pasta doesn't really add much. I still argue that it's better than just plain white pasta. So if you can't find the wheat rotini, go with the tricolor, or whichever. Just switch out your pasta. Number 7, rice. Everybody cooks, generally that I know of, cooks white rice, and usually it's that minute rice, and I did this for years as well, and because I could not even figure out how to cook long grain rice to save my life. However, I bought a rice cooker, and that does it for me now. And so now I use long grain rice and I add in wild rice to make my rice dishes. And this is a lot healthier. White rice is basically nutritionally inert. It's good for diets because it goes into your stomach and it expands and makes you feel full, but it just breaks down to a carb or a single sugar. And that's how your body processes it. Whereas if you have long grain brown rice or wild rice, your body has to break down that other hull, and it's getting fiber or maybe other nutrients that it needs from the rice also. And a lot of people will say flavor, but once you get used to the brown rice, flavor is nothing. It doesn't really actually taste that different. Number 8 is fruit. I keep fruit on hand. Now this is a no-brainer. This really isn't a food swap, but it kind of is. I keep fruit on my way to the refrigerator. So I have to walk by my bananas and stuff before I get to the refrigerator or my cabinets. The reason is because if I'm going for like a yogurt muesli bar or something, or some yogurt for a snack, I'm going to pass those bananas or apples or whatever. And then I'm going to think, but I could just do with a banana, and that's okay. Or I'll add the banana into it. So keeping fruit on hand is a nice one. Now number 9 is going to be a little bit weird. Number 9 is cans of vegetables. These cans of vegetables are kind of awesome, I discovered, because you just take them out, you open up a can, you throw it in a bowl, slap it in the microwave, couple of minutes or whatever. It's nice and piping hot. Just add some salt and pepper, and you've got the best bowl of cream corn, or corn, or green beans, or French cut green beans, or what have you. I do not add any butter. Cans of vegetables are just wonderful, and I like to take them with me for a snack to work too. So they're just really handy. And then the last one, number 10, is soda traded out for water. Now, this can sometimes get pricey if you go for the special high-end sodas, which are made with better ingredients. But soda in general, like your Pepsi and your Coke, they're just bad for you. and they're bad for your bones, and they weaken your bone structure, and they have all types of things that they just do bad to you. But instead, I switch it out with this carbonated water, usually referred to as ice or frost or something along those lines. Now, the brand I go for from Walmart is called Clear American Ice, and that has 10% of 6 vitamins, so it's like a vitamin water, and it has a little bit of green tea extract too, which helps you lose weight. The Aldi's brand actually has better vitamin content. It has 20% of 6 vitamins and minerals, whatever that you need, and then it has over twice as much of the green tea content. So that you have the green tea helping you lose weight, and then you have the vitamins, and they're both sweetened with sucralose. The Aldi's brand contains just a little bit of sugar, about 10 calories worth of sugar, so it's not really a big deal, and the Walmart brand is 0. So that is my list of 10 food swaps that you can do. Hopefully this gives you an idea of where to start. I like to start slowly, just doing these little things and incorporating them into my life. So hopefully this has helped you. If you like this, please subscribe, leave a like on the video, leave a comment. And yeah, I will be posting more videos like this as well. Alright, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.